Right, so today on the menu we have well, the hard surface parts of the arm. So yep, that's pretty much it. As usual, we're gonna start with the gray parts, and we're gonna complete the rims, the gray parts around it, like the gray contour, and yeah, and that'll be it. Pretty much everything has its final shape. I see some stuff that I'm probably going to want to fix. And I'm going to also start with this one here. All right, so let's just get rid of stuff we don't need. And I am also going to add some references on the side of the arm design. Well, my UI is starting to get a little bit cramped, but still usable. Good morning, coffee time here too. That's perfect. Hey there, love your streams. That's cool, man. Thanks. Pizza Koi. All right, so let's get to it. Just wondering how much I'm going to be able to modify this mesh, because I kind of like forgot that I've made this part over already before first revisiting the shape. So we might actually need to move some stuff. We'll see. I wanted to do a little translation of what you wrote, Artem. Thanks for the kind words. I appreciate that. So see, already just this shape's going to be fine. Although you see, like yeah, it's like not fully working. Anyways, it's all stuff we can figure out after. Okay. So, just to let you know a little bit of what we're going to be doing, I think we're going to keep this edge here. It's not, I don't have like super big bevels like that around the character usually, but maybe just like adding a little like trim detail on top is going to suffice. There's definitely going to be a trim detail around here for sure. Will you do a final render in Max like you did for the Elden Frog? Love the Elden Frog. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like the Elden Frog. Well, talking about Elden Frog, I started to paint it actually. Wait, I'll The thing that's really great about the this is that well, learning to paint is that I don't suck. I was so afraid that I was going to be just not good at all, right? And it just so happened that I'm starting to be somewhat resourceful, actually, which is what I was really hoping to become. Like being able to apply my knowledge to do something, because like I didn't want to, I was like afraid like for every circumstance I would have to do like research, and I wouldn't like intuitively know how to use the few tools that I learned at the beginning to get what I need. And yeah, so like pretty happy about that. That's cool. Thanks for the comments. I appreciate it. Very encouraging. Did you make it available to purchase to print? Yes, it is. I actually, you know what? Today I made an announcement that I've made it available for in the Lychee library, but it's also available like on my Gumroad, the Chaos Masons website. So just go at the bottom of the screen, and this is where they are available. Do you have a video on how to prep modeling for printing? I actually did a stream once. Yeah, if you go on in our on our YouTube web page, the bottom of the screen once again, there is one about printing. Anyways, yeah, thanks for the comments, everyone. I appreciate it. Like definitely we're gonna need to have like non-symmetry for this part here, probably for this part at the back, but we're still gonna start with like everything we can do in symmetry for this here. Oh, it's not even it's not even Z remeshed. Let's see if we can handle it without the whoops. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kind of like force the symmetry. So I'm using my mask right now, but I'm going to apply a depth to it. This way it doesn't bleed over the other angles too much. And we're gonna ask it to like add an edge where there you go. So auto group by mask. Now there's two groups here. We're gonna click keep groups while Z remeshing. We also need to, since we're in dynamic symmetry, remove the symmetry, click delete by symmetry, and then Z remesh. Boom, there we go. So now we have it like this. Now we can do mirror and weld and reactivate our symmetry. And now crease by poly group, add a few smoothings, dynamic smoothing. Yeah, so that's what it's gonna look like. We're gonna polish by crease here, polish crisp edge or polish group. It's kind of like not polishing the way I want. We're gonna try something else. We're gonna mask, revert, mask this, hide the mask, reduce the strain of our relax, and we're gonna do a smooth relax. There we go. All right, that was good. Let's get our strain back for our smooth brush. Remove the masking on the object that's currently invisible, as I said. And at this point, we are going to select the inside of that mesh. Like this. Remove this edge. Change the poly groups. Okay, and we're going, since we're still in dynamic subdivision, we can do stuff with the Z modeler. I'm just going to create a cavity here so we can actually play and figure out how we're going to handle this. We're going to push the mesh inside. Here I'm going to just select the depth of this, and I'm going to manually just like push it down to see how much depth I want in here. Probably something like that. We're going to load our alphas. I don't know if I'm going to need to do something like this at the bottom here, maybe. Actually, you know what? Let's just duplicate it and move it. Also, doesn't have the proper material, I just realized. There's still going to be like a trim thing hiding most of like everything here, but that's already a little bit better. There you go. Kind of looks like it's going in. Okay. Looks good. If I can say so myself. Let's save. Should I do the trims now? All right, let's start with that. Let's do the trims now because we're gonna get into like non-symmetrical things pretty rapidly. Okay, so let's use the trims here. I'm gonna use this for the delete everything, but I'm just gonna start with a simple extrusion. Go from there, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower. Let's give it the proper material right now, since this is also like the final mesh. So I just realized maybe I should have like cut it out because don't know that I'm gonna want to keep the same thickness everywhere. How far am I from the extrusion? Yeah. So I won't need the trim here. Let's just cut it here. Let's repeat what we've did. Divide it into two different subtools. Hey, what's that? Soggy, subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the shape of the trim is not really good. We're gonna work on this one first. think just having that is going to give us enough leeway to play with it. Once I remove dynamic subdivision. Actually, you know what? I'll do that now. I'll add some definition before, then apply the subdivisions. I'll put a layer because I'm going to do some tests. Let's move wig back face. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. There's no back face. There's not going to be much detail on the sides here, so I'm going to add all right. Yeah, that's good. Ah, I lost my orb crack alpha. I do not remember where I put it, but that's gonna be really annoying if I don't have my orb crack alpha. So let's try to find it. Orb crack, open. All right. Make modify alpha. There we go. And that's not even what I wanted to do. So back to all right. I did not apply subdivision yet, but I'm gonna make some like indents here to connect those things correctly. You'll see, you'll see. Digitalis, hello. DWG Faker, I do not understand your question. Sorry. Bussimart, hey! Hold. Have you been watching? I've been watching a tutorial for a long time and all of them are really informative. I just wanted to thank you and please keep posting these kind of tutorials. My pleasure. Thanks for letting me know. So here we're going to try to fix the lack of consistency with the thickness here. I'm using backface to isolate parts so that like when I pull on them, like applying a mask on the back of the face, I mean, which basically I could use backface mask as well. It behaves somewhat differently. It's a bit nuanced, but still works. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to isolate only the top here. Actually, no, these two. There you go. And now I'm going to push them in and it's going to kind of like taper the shape. But I need to add this. Wait a minute. There you go. All right. That's what I wanted. Just wanted to have it like taper like that. Looks much better. There we go. And I'm gonna need something somewhat similar right here. Hi, how many subtool do you have in this piece? I don't know. And I don't know and I don't know how to know, but a ton. Look, I'll just open all my folders, scroll down, all of that. All right. So I'm going to keep the squares here, but around this part, I'm going to make them go lower, like this. All right, so apply. I'm now ready to put details on this. Oh, that was not a good correction right there. Yes, if we're gonna go with the trim, but well, before I apply the details on this, 'cause I didn't want to work on the cavity here, but I'm really gonna need to add the modules there in case, so make sure I don't make a mistake. think I'm gonna take this one here, duplicate it. This one is not in symmetry. And same thing on the other side. So I'm just checking in silhouette if it sticks out enough, if it should be sticking out more. Maybe I'm gonna look at it with the full body. Yeah, I don't think it needs to stick out more than that. Maybe a little bit. Also, I'm realizing something. It's gonna need to be somewhat smaller, or else the plugs are gonna be too big. All right, I think that's gonna be good. Let's go back here, let's commit to it. Apply. Let's test how much subdivision we need by applying small details. There we go, it's gonna be enough. A layer. All right. So these, they need like an elevation, right? And trim hole is what I consider the best when I'm on a curve, especially. It's just a little bit of working blindly sometimes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save in Zapling custom one. It's going to save my canvas right now. If I go back to it, I can just click like this. That's the Zaplink option that remembers where you were looking in the canvas. Okay, that's gonna be good. Ah, but not in symmetry. Looks pretty good in both cases. I'm gonna just push this in. Okay. Now that I have this, I'm going to just place them a little bit better because it was kind of like highballing them. Go. There you go. Top notch. So I'm going to keep them on these details. We're going to add a layer for like things that is not symmetrical also. Sorry, the opposite, for things that are symmetrical. It's a bit small, eh? Bit too big. Looks badass so far. Thank you. So I had some of the details, the cavities that I usually do. I actually had some here. But before I do that, I just want to take care of the rest around it. Actually, here I'm going to want to add more of a what kind of reference do you use? Or is everything in your mind? Oh, I just have an image of another one of my insectoids, basically. I've repeated those patterns so much that I just keep like a little drawing on the side just to like remind me of like a few things I could try and that sort of stuff. Hey Marco, how's it going? Pretty good. You? Thank you. All right. Oh, I'm still on a mask. That's why I'm having difficulty. Yeah, okay. We're really just using orb crack to kind of like fake the edges and cavities is something I do like when I just try to get like a quick result on a less important part. I mean, you can do it for like any parts, right? But I especially rely on that technique for parts like this. All right, so that's for the as for what's symmetrical. I think we're gonna get into non-symmetrical territory now. Hello, Gales. How are you doing? Pretty good, and you? All right, so that layer was for symmetrical, and hey, my dog came to see me. Not sure why. He usually doesn't get into my office. Show us your dog. My camera's mounted on that thing. It's going to be almost impossible. But he's way too big for me to get in my arms. Oh, the tease, eh? Hey, such a tease, such a tease. Okay, all right. You know what? I teased you. I'm at least going to show you a picture of my dog. I can at least do this. And by the way, yes, it's an Instagram. It's an Instagram of my dog. Wait, I'm gonna dock the window here. We don't update it anymore. It's just so this picture from like a while ago, but that's him. It's a mix of a German Shepherd with a Golden Retriever with a Samoyed. I think there's like some Boxer in there and Labrador, that sort of stuff. It's a mutt. Super super cute though. Look at his face. Look at that. There we go. Plus, that's an example of our winters in Montreal. He's a good dog. There we go. The dog is not mounted. Did you sculpt those statues behind you as well? Wait. The samurai Batman right there, yes. Wait, it's hard to point at. The Ultron, that's there we go, right there, yes. The Iron Maiden there, yes as well. Not the two ladies on the side. But nice. It seems people like the doggo. Is Instagram more popular than yours? I don't know. It should be. I hope it is. All right. So to continue with things that are not symmetrical, there is the plug here, which we're gonna try something. A good trim hole removes I was in symmetry. We might actually just go for like a cavity. Oh, that's already pretty good. It's not, the cavity is not straight because the plug doesn't really get into like the cavity like correctly or smoothly, right? But you know, that's that's gonna be like as close as we're gonna be able to get it to work. Like at this point, I'm going to probably have to like see if I can't move the like the tubes and stuff if I wanted to actually feel like it's getting in. Oh, well, you know what I can do actually? Let's try to, let's take a morph target of this. I'll block with a mask here. I'm gonna try to just create like a little like indent. There we go. Yes. And I'll just redo the cavity. There you go. Fits more like it was meant to work like this. There you go. It just like integrates better with the shape. And here we're going to put just a little alpha, just to mimic that there is possibly like a like something that can be removed and plugged here. I'm going to push that in. Maybe I should work on the shape here so that it just feels a little bit more integrated with the rest. Yeah, earlier I was talking about Magic Craft. I'm a little bit too hooked up on that game. I almost beat the hardest difficulty, but if I do, if I don't, I'm gonna have at some point to just like let that game go because boy, it's literally exploiting my like I said, my slight ADHD that I have. Let's just say it's making it a not slight ADHD. Really good game though. I recommend it for like those like Binding of Isaac and deck builder games. It's not a deck builder, but I kind of like see it as a deck builder. The way that like Binding of Isaac is kind of like a deck builder in terms of like matching like weapons together so that they get exponential on each other and whatnot. We're gonna add another layer here. Let's save. Well, amazing looking statues. Thank you. Can I ask you a couple of questions about sculpting and the collectible industry? Well, I haven't been in the collectible industry for years, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to answer questions. You can ask. The worst I'm going to tell you is that I don't know. Hey Marco, huge fan here. C'est terrible ce que tu fais là. Ben, merci. T'es bien gentil. Wraith Graphics TV. Très gentil, merci. I missed the title of the game. What game were you mentioning? It's called Magic Craft, like Magic Craft in one word. It's literally like a copy of Binding of Isaac. Like there's some shameless like copying of Binding of Isaac, but you get it pretty quickly. I mean, it's a good game, so I don't hold it to like they've innovated on top of it, right? So they're inspired, but they yeah, like I said, they innovated. So not gonna give them too much shit for that. No? Some slight cleanup here. All right, so back to that layer. So what we're gonna do like around this here, the same kind of details. I've put it like a little bit everywhere on the character. Um, we're gonna do a simple version of it, and we're gonna start by adding those. So the goal is to figure out okay, depth mask so it doesn't go too high on this shape. There you go. It kind of like cuts it before it goes. Yeah, and then we're going to place these things here, except not with the mask thing. Oh boy. Let's put a mask here. Let's save a morph target because I'm going to want to delete those details when where they shouldn't be. Oh boy, I'm going to have to restart ZBrush. All right, whatever. Save. Chaos Mason, do you have any reference or are you working on this model improvising? If it's an improvisation, what helps you choose the right shapes and detail, make the model look great overall? It's an extremely broad question, I would say. It's like a full class on concept design to answer the second question. But to your first question, I am using a reference of another model I made from the same series, this one here. And I'm just basically working on but this is only like for a visual design, like replicating, not necessarily the shapes because every insectoid have like kind of like a shape that's unique to them, but like just like using the visual design as a reference for like details and that sort of stuff. In terms of shape, it's, man, I mean, I don't know where to start. It's like you probably would benefit from like finding like a tutorial on like character design to just like learn like the tricks about like shapes and whatnot. There's like so much. It's, yeah. I mean, it's like the equivalent of asking like, how do you do an anatomy? It's like it's a bit complex to answer. Not I don't want to be too dismissive at the same time. Your question's absolutely valid. It's just really hard to answer. Sorry. All right. We just have to reload our alphas. Oh, don't be sorry for the complex question. I just feel bad not be able to answer. Just realized that I didn't work on the inside face here as well. Oh, not in symmetry right now. There we go. All right, let's get back to it. Alpha, you, come here. Boom, detail. Come on. That a bit long? Yeah, it's a bit too long. Ah, I was in symmetry. Come on. I don't know why it doesn't want to be straight. Come on. There we go. That was a loaded question. There we go. I think just that's going to be good. And I've kept my morph target to just clean up here. Let's have it work in with a depth mask. Oops, not working good. No, it's doing something I don't like. Let's try without it. No, let's use planar instead. You know what I just realized? I don't think I need to hide that because I'm going to be adding those like small like details. Where are they? They are on the torso part. These things. Let's clone M. Let's insert them. And this we're going to use a transpose line for. There we go. And we're going to try to have them like sticking out a bit like that. There we go, just perfect. Duplicate. Come here. Oops. Come here. There we go. I can put them on the same subtool now. All right, we're done with that part. I think it's missing maybe a little bit of details here. Um, so the question, could you advise the cost of a sculpt 1/4 scale, please? New Apocalypse statues are awesome too, holy moly. Thank you. Sorry, I don't really understand the question. So is it just the knowledge and experience rather than... Okay, could you advise the cost of a sculpt? I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm sorry. So is it just a knowledge and experience rather than a well thought out pattern? No, it's a well thought out pattern. It's just that the question is just extremely complex to answer. Like I would need to give like a full course and explain with example, like about like shape hierarchy and like that one I don't know in English, forme contre forme. Just knowing how to balance your thing and how to do your like research as well. It's just yeah, I just mean to say that it's like it's complex to just answer like on a stream like that. Whoops. No, it's not really a good place for this detail. Not here as well. The dog seems to need something. I think we're gonna leave it with this amount of detail. We're gonna figure out if we need anything else when we have a more global view, I think. Wow, that took a long time to do only that part, eh? Well, there's a few things happening on it, so it's kind of normal in a sense. Yeah. All right. Well, we're almost at the end. I don't know if I want to really like rush anything more. It's on the shorter side for the moment, and I have only been able to do one piece. But as I said, there's a good couple of tricks that was shown in just this example, so I don't feel super bad at the same time. Hopefully, people feel satiated. And we're this much closer to the end. All right. So yeah, we saved the project. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. You see, the pieces in green are like, once we're done with that, the left arm is the same, and well, her left arm, and any other arms are also duplication. It's gonna require some like like fucking around to get the arms at the back to work correctly for sure. But I already have pretty much the solution. We'll figure something out, and yeah, and then she'll be done. It's gonna be it. It's gonna be it. So it's yeah, very exciting. Yeah, let's go just raid someone. So yeah, thanks for coming in. That was really nice once again. Next week, am I going somewhere next week? I am not sure. I think I'm going to be able to do the stream, but I'm not super certain. That being said, hopefully we're going to see each other next week. Otherwise, the week after, I guess. And yeah, we'll just continue on this character. So thanks for coming. Thanks for the nice comments. Much appreciated. And I guess that I'll see you next week. All right. Ciao.